Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. More orders for you today. I'm gonna do 5 today. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 today. 4 with 5 molds. So we got the big tray, we've got 2 of the picture frames for Chandra, and the tray is for, let me get it right, I don't wanna miss Terry. This is for Terry, this is for Chandra. And we've got the little llama that came in Happy Mail just in time because Dominic wants a glow-in-the-dark blue llama. So we are going to knock 4 things out in one video. This one is going to be poured diagonally with black and coffee. That's what she asked for. Transparent. It should be beautiful. One of the picture frames are going to be this gorgeous Rory, which is a blue and purple color shift by Eye Candy. Make sure you use this discount code when you purchase from them. And that one is not getting anything done to it. She just wants it completely plain. And then she added another one, which I'm glad I have 2 molds. I have a third one coming from Etsy, so I'll have 3 of them eventually. And that one is going to be just like the one I did for Barbara a while ago, half blue blood, half haze, split diagonally. Now the llama, he wanted bright blue with glow in the dark. So what I'm going to do is use the glow-in-the-dark blue powder, and I'm just going to put a couple drips of sapphire blue in there. So it's blue during the day, yet it will still be blue in the evening when it's dark. So I pretty much know how much all these take, except the llama, which is probably 2 to 3 ounces, probably 2. Is my guess. So I'm going to mix them separately anyway. Let's do this one. This one holds 21 completely scraped. So I'm going to do this one first so I don't have to worry about all the other colors being mixed and just sitting in cups. So let me grab that and we'll get started. I used my large mixer to mix it, and normally I show you what I'm using to mix it, but so here's a lesson for you that I just learned today. I couldn't show you because I had to clean it after, and it wasn't adhering to the top of my thing. It was, I had to hold it down the whole time while I was mixing. So I pulled it off and cleaned it. Well, I had resin that got up underneath there and cured, so it wasn't snapping down on the top of the lid. So every once in a while, check the rim of this. Otherwise, it's not going to stay down. You're going to have to hold it down. I thought maybe that I didn't clean this off, but this was completely clean. So I was like, wait a minute, that's not right. And then I saw a big drip that it cured underneath there, so it wasn't allowing me to attach it to this big cup. So that's what happened with that. I just want to scrape my sides and my bottom, and then I did mix up 22 today just to see if I can fit any more than the 21 in. Not sure. If not, we're gonna have some extra. Okay, so I'm gonna do 11 and 11. Hopefully I can pour them accurately. That's the only thing I worry about, because resin goes where resin wants to go. So I'm gonna try my hardest, Terry, to get these in the spots that they belong. But there is going to be a transition line where they're going to mix. So let me just wipe my hands here. Okay, so black and coffee. Oops, well that's not good. That is not good. I'm gonna have to soak this in alcohol. Otherwise, my lid's not gonna go back on. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll have to do that in a minute. I'm just making a mess already. I'm just getting started. Okay, let's start this again. I'm just gonna squirt a bunch in. It won't be opaque, not alcohol inks. I know it looks like it will, but it won't be. I'll show you on a paper towel what it looks like. And then once we pour it into there, it will be beautiful and transparent. See on my stick how you can see right through it? I almost think I need more. I know it looks scary and from looking in here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little bit more. Test it on your stir stick if you're not sure of the color. Now, if I was pouring it deep, then this is what you would see, but because it's not, I don't want to make it like too light. I want to be able to see the black in it. That should be good. Let me try it again. Yeah, that should be good. I'm gonna wipe it off before I do I should have done the brown first. Then it wouldn't have mattered. I can't believe I dumped this right in there. Let me get some alcohol on this real quick. I want to be able to cap my ink so my alcohol in the ink doesn't all dissipate. But I'm afraid I'm gonna like cure it right onto the bottle now. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Sorry guys. I just want to be able to cap my ink. We'll do it lightly. Okay, for the coffee. Same thing, nice squirt. And then I'll test it on a paper towel. It should be very beautiful and elegant. Black and brown together. I bet it looks nice. Then we will go ahead and debubble this. And I will mix up, let me think, 4 to 5 ounces. While this is debubbling, I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing the other one. Let's see what this looks like. Still pretty light, really light, too light. It's so deceiving looking at it from the top. Getting there. I still see a lot of unmixed alcohol inks on my stick. Let's see on this one here. Is that better? Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, I don't want to go too dark because I don't want it to look like the black. Okay, let me get these into the vacuum chamber so we can pour them and we'll begin.
Glitz and glitter lighting up the night, painting dreams with a shimmer so bright, rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold with a stroke of flare, diamond shine in the midnight air, glue and gems.
Those are debubbled, excuse me, and ready to go. I'm going to let them sit there for a few minutes while I mix the colors in these. That way, if it thickens up, we'll have less of a chance of a line forming. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on them, make sure they're not gonna get too warm. Let me grab my thermometer just to make sure what they are now and what they will be in a couple minutes. So they're already 37 degrees Celsius. So let me mix these colors up. This one is going to be the Rory for the one, and then I'm gonna vacuum chamber all these after the fact, but I wanna just let that sit Wasn't that weird in the vacuum chamber how the one color, I think it was the brown that was gonna bubble forever and then the black stopped right away. That was just strange to me. Whatever's in these colors, they make them bubble differently when you add them before. I always add mine before because if you take the bubbles out and then you add your colors, you're just stirring more bubbles in. So I always add mine first. That is the Rory. Look at that beautiful blue and purple color shift. Okay, I'm just gonna try to do these really quickly. Whoops, I need a stick. And then these get split into haze and blue blood for the other one. This is the lightest blue that I have. When you say light blue, this is the one you're gonna get. You could always lighten up your colors with whites though if you wanted to. It's too bad this one doesn't come in a bigger bottle, but I bet you any money I could find a bigger bottle by another company. This one's really pretty. And then I need to pour this into a larger cup like this. Otherwise, there's no way I could put that in the bubble remover in this little cup. Like that. Let me just check on the temperature and see how fast it's getting hot. Oh, it's only at 38, so it's not going too fast. Okay, blue blood in the other cup. For the other side of the frame, I don't need that much, but this is like a navy and black together. It's gorgeous. Look at that. And again, I'm just gonna put it in this cup so I can mix it a little better. Then by the time this is ready, it should be a little bit thicker, so I can do the same thing for that picture frame. And hopefully they won't merge together very much at that line in the corners. Okay, that's done. For this guy, I'm going to do a bunch of powder first and see what color blue I have, and then I'm going to drip a little bit of the alcohol ink in after the fact. Make some room over here. And I'll just use a spoon. I'll do 2 scoops. I don't do a lot with glow-in-the-dark colors, so I don't have a lot of experience with them. It's very gritty, I do know that. So, I don't know. I don't know why. Obviously, it's whatever they're making it out of. Let's do 2 drops and see. I don't want to go crazy with the alcohol inks and cover all the... Hopefully it'll glow in the dark. I don't know. Okay, well, it's blue. And I'm not sure how much powder it will hold because it's gritty. I don't know if it'll... I don't know. Let's put a little more and make sure it glows for them. I wonder if you can test it while it's wet to see if it's gonna glow. I don't think I'm gonna add any more alcohol ink though. I don't want to cover all that up that I just did. Okay, I need to test my temperature over here. 40 degrees. Okay, let me get these into the vacuum chamber and we will pour that. So you're probably gonna hear that in the background. All right, let me get these in there. Okay, those are doing good in there. Let's get these going before it's too late and I have to start all over again. That would be terrible. I'm gonna do this little one first. Let me move that. And I want a paper towel under it so I can slide it. I'm just going to pour at the same time. Wow, the best that I can. And that's a little too much. That thing hardly holds anything. Hardly holds anything. And it has to be trimmed perfectly to fit in the center. Okay, I'm gonna move that out of the way. Look at that, it's staying perfectly. Well, for now. We'll see what happens in here. And this is getting warm in my hands. So I think if I start, can you guys see this? I don't know. Let's push it back there. I think if I start here and here, come on, it's so hard to pour at the same time. I don't know. I'm doing my best, the best that I can do without it going from one side to the other. So it's definitely getting warm. Get that. And then this. If you do a little at a time, it should stay where you want it. And then push it back. If it goes too far, you can push it back with the other color. That looks pretty good. I mean, naturally it's going to merge in the center. It's not full yet though. A little bit more over here. This is gonna be pretty. Something different than what we've been doing with it anyway. And it took. It'll hold the 22. It's gonna take it all scraped too. Wow. I was using 21 before. And it's definitely gonna hold the 22. It's so hard to know. I mean, when it's just below that lip in something this big, I guess it would be an extra ounce at least. Because I don't really dome handmade molds because of the way that they have to be cut. And well, this one's still not domed. Even though I'm scraping the 22 in here, it's still not domed, so it should be good. I'm gonna have to write that on here so I don't forget for the next time. All right, so I'm gonna just spray it with alcohol, pop those bubbles, which they don't want to pop because it's nice and warm. So I'm gonna let that dissipate. Let me shut this off. Start getting that air out. I really want to kind of get that off, but I don't want to torch it right at the moment. Seeing that I just sprayed it with alcohol. Let me get these out of my way. Move this aside for a couple seconds while it dissipates. Oh, come on. I know you're gonna move for me. There we go. There we go. There's that. Okay, let's get these guys for ya. Let me grab everything out of the vacuum chamber. I think I'm gonna go ahead and spray these. Not spray them, torch. It's nice and thick, this resin, which is why it's hard to pop these bubbles. But it should be good. And I will definitely cover this so nothing gets in here. I'm just using a little lighter torch thing so it won't go through all the way to the mold and adhere my mold. Okay, that looks good, I think. Oh, I see one bubble there. I need to dislodge it. Right there. All right, I think that's good. See, there it is, popped right up. I don't see any more. So let's go ahead and move on to this stuff. So I'm gonna spray this little Llama, little alcohol, squish them around, and get this little guy poured. This was 2.5 ounces. I do want to squish his head though. And fill it up. We might have some, yeah, we're gonna have some extra. I'm just gonna move it in the back of my board so I can fill it up and not move it again. I'll do it right there. Sorry, can't see it, but I'm also going to put a glitter jar next to it because I don't want it to fall over being so tall and thin. It doesn't look like it will, but I don't know. I've never used this mold before. So I'm just gonna prop it up until it's cured. So I have some extra for glow in the dark. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna spray this one and pour the Rory in here. So I do half and then I squish around my tool, especially along this edge here. And then in all these little filigrees. And these are matte molds, but it makes your mica powders look pretty cool, like a satin on a picture frame when I pour these. So I don't know, I like it. I usually don't like matte molds, but they do look pretty good in this one. So I'm just gonna go around these little corners. I do have some left over. Oh, I think I poured a little more than an ounce just in case. I'm just gonna try to top it up. Little tiny bit more. Okay. I'll probably make some pendants with that one. That one's gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna move it. And move this one in. Okay, this one's gonna be diagonal. So, same thing as last time. How do I wanna do this? This was not easy. It's so hard to pour two hands at once, where you don't want them to combine. Okay, same thing. Come on, get back over there. I'm afraid to do this on this one. My blue blood is moving. So I'm gonna pour this corner. In this corner. Now this is the one that's gonna get blinged out like normal. Hopefully it'll be decent. I'm sure it'll be fine. Because as long as it was touching the silicone first, it's really gonna, that'll be there. Just wanna get this all pushed in. The back isn't really gonna make a difference. So I don't think I could fit any more, maybe a little drip. If you dome this one, it goes up over that side and then you have to trim all that out. So I'm gonna just leave that. So I have a little left of everything. Let me just spritz it. Spritz that. Let's see, what do I have left? Do I have enough? This is my little flower mold. We just used a different housing, so that's why it's round. Let's try it. Because I love this color. See what it looks like. You have to squish this one. Oh my gosh, I hope I have enough. Otherwise, I'm going to be backing it with the other colors. I'm not going to have enough. Okay, darn. I need a stick. I need a stick. Try to get it all out. So close, yet so far away. Try to scrape every drop, but it's not enough. Not enough, no. I'll back it with the blue blood. Hopefully it won't combine. I don't want to lose that blue purple. Oh my gosh, it's going to take all of the blue blood. Who knows what we're gonna get on that one now? Oh well, I tried. I tried. Okay, that's done. I have just a little bit left. Let's do a couple seashells today. Let me fix that. We will do, oh my gosh, today is clearly not my day. Thank God I have my apron on. Otherwise, that would have just got flicked into my clothing today. One seashell. And what else can we pour? What can we do that is, you know what? I will make some more of these flowers for the order of magnets. So the magnets will have a couple glow in the darks. Let me grab my stick. Come here. Look at this mess I made today. Goodness. Too much going on at once. I'm trying to get too many things done. I don't like you guys waiting so long for orders. That's why I try to do all this at once. Okay, we got one flower. Let's do... I don't think I'm going to have enough for that one. We'll do this one. A little bit. How about some seashells and starfish? And probably one starfish. Okay, I will put the rest in my extras mold. And look at this, I just put that down in another mold. You probably can't see what I'm doing, but I am clearly need to walk away. That looks great. That looks good. Everything looks good. So I'm gonna just walk away and let it cure. BRB. Looks like it's cooled down enough to unmold. Let's do the extras. That is, oh, the light blue. And then these are the glow in the darks. So I'll just put some magnets on the back of those and stick them in the little container that I'm collecting them in. Look at all those little butterflies I was able to make from the little scrapings at the bottom of the cups. I made 16 of them. So I'm just going to take them out and add them to my stash. They came out really cute. Just make sure you don't over pour these because you're not going to want to trim them, that's for sure. I'm just going to add them in here. I'm going to have every single color pretty soon, and I will never have to buy another butterfly the rest of my lifetime or your lifetimes. Here are glow-in-the-darks, and I'll finish them off like normal, even though they're glow-in-the-darks. And this one's like a three-dimensional flower. Oh, and I got a little bubble there. See how it's 3 dimensions? It's pretty cool. This was a Happy Mail gift. Okay, let me set those aside. Oh, I've got this one to do. This was that Rory with blue blood in the center. There we go. Look at that. Most of it is Rory, actually. You can see the purple and the blue, so that's good. The blue blood didn't sink through. Looks great. All right, I'm gonna set that aside. Let's do this little guy. I don't know if there's anything I can actually do to this fella, but plus it's for Dominic. I don't think he wants me to bling it out. Maybe put a little face on it or something. Oh, is that adorable? Look at the little face. Oh, I'm gonna have to highlight the face for him and maybe the ears. That is so cute. And it's perfect. There's not a bubble anywhere. Needs a little necklace, but I won't do that to you, Dominic. That is adorable. I'll have to leave that with my extras when I have 2 ounces left. All right, let's do this one. This one's not getting anything done to it. This is the blue-purple shift. Although I hope you guys, or yeah, who ordered this? Chandra. I hope you do something to it because it will look better if you highlight it. It won't look so matte. It would look like, it seems when I highlight it, it looks like satin when it's finished against the silver or the gold. But you can still see the little color shift, so I'll just trim this up for her right there. A couple places. Oh, it popped right off. That's nice. Yeah, not too bad. I don't see bubbles or anything. So we're good. We're good to go on that one. And here's the two-tone. Hopefully it's catty corner. And it is. That's great. A little bit over here, but that's not bad. So we're going to get this one completely done for her the way I normally do them. Rhinestones, silver, the works. Let me move these. Gorgeous. Okay, here's the little lid. And I will have to trim it. It did go over a little bit. Look at that. That's so pretty. And guess what, you guys? You better come back tomorrow because I got my new shipment in today for the Into Resin Molds. So I don't even remember what I ordered. Come back tomorrow. We're going to unbox those and we will be making one of them. Okay, let's get this baby out. I'm so excited. I do know what I picked for your giveaway. You're going to love it. It's going to be gorgeous. You're going to want to enter that giveaway. I do the giveaway on the last of the 5 molds that they send me. So when I do the last one, I don't know, maybe I'll change it up this time and do it in the middle. You might want to come back each time and see what I'm doing. Let's pull this one out. Carefully. There's a lot of suction in these 5 sections. There we go. Let me move this out of the way and get white behind it to see our colors. What do you think? That is really pretty, and it stayed catty corner for the most part. It did. I always check my edges. I don't see any bubbles in any of that. Wow, this is an amazing mold. It never gets bubbles in this stuff. And this goes in here, but it doesn't need trim too bad, just a tiny little bit. But I need it to completely cure before I do that. I don't want to ruin the edges. So that is that one. What do you think? I hope you like it, Terry. It's gorgeous. Very sparkly. I do need to trim the edge. It's very sharp. Here's the edges. So shiny, so sparkly. Look at that. Love it. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna set these aside to completely cool down. I'm gonna grab the rhinestones and the silver pen and we'll do that picture frame together. I looked up llamas to see what I was gonna do okay, because he's got little hoofs down here. So I'm gonna paint the little hoofs black because some of them have black hooves and their little faces have black eyes and noses and everything. So I'm totally cool with doing that. The llamas are different colors. Some are dark, some are light. This one's blue. So I don't know that I could do anything to the ears, but I do want to highlight his little face. Again, when these are for boys, males, I should say. He's not a little boy. I think he's 15. I don't like to bling them out. That is cute though. That's his little, oh, he's got a little smile. Look at that. I think he saw this getting unboxed during the Happy Mail, and that's why he knew I had it. Maybe I'll just highlight the inside of the ears, just so you know they're there. Like that. And then I will take this marker and carefully, and this is a permanent marker, but I'm sure if you want to, you can get it off of resin. Just so you can see that he's standing on something other than his fur. I wanted to highlight these. We don't have a ton of finishing today, so I figured I would keep you with me even though we're at not too bad of a time. Look at that. I did get a huge box of Happy Mail today, and if I went through it with you piece by piece, we would be here forever. Let me see her name again. Marlene. Marlene sent me a massive box of molds and colorings and things. I will do it at the end, so if you don't want to stay, you can click off. But I do want to say thank you to Marlene. She is giving up resin. I guess she doesn't have interest in it anymore. And I didn't know this was coming, and she basically emptied her molds. And she said if I have duplicates, things like that, she doesn't mind if I give them away. She just didn't want to throw everything away. So Marlene, thank you so much. Not only will I use them, I will also, yes, give the duplicates away in my orders with eBay. So if you guys order from me from eBay, I give a lot of stuff away in there, whether I bought it or it came from other people. I give a lot of the duplicates away with the orders, just as a thank you for purchasing with me on eBay. So sometimes you might get lucky and get some extras like that. I always give you extras, but sometimes you get extra. So I think that's all I'm gonna do to that cute little thing. What do you think? I think he's adorable. I love it. It is so cute. Okay, for this one, I've got my diamonds out. Whoops. You'll need a little tray like this so you could shake your rhinestones and they'll flip over for you. Any kind of a wax pencil, a glue of your choice. I link the one that I use in my description box. I love this one, Liquid Fusion, but this is the one that has done me well forever, so I always stick with this one. If it gets clogged, just get yourself a straight pin and stick it down in that needle. You don't have to put it in here, it's just easier for me. Oh, but before I do that, let me push the back on. I got my chrome marker out. And I'm going to highlight the tips of all the filigrees. Let me just get some paint down in there. She said this one I can do my normal to, so that's what I'm gonna do. I don't color these in, but I do just highlight the tops. They're like little round pearly bits, but I just highlight the tops of them. It's too hard to color the whole thing. Just so they can see, you can see that they're there. And then for the filigrees, I just go over the tops. I don't color the whole thing in. You could do whatever you would like, but that's how I do it. So it kind of looks aged and worn. And you could still see a lot of the color underneath it. So I just go over all these little bits, just like this. Make sure you have paint coming out though, it helps. You don't have to use a chrome marker. You can use like acrylic markers, whatever color scheme you're going for. I tend to like the chrome ones because it makes them nice and shiny, and you all know I love the shine. There we go.
In our studio where colors blend, Michelle's creations have no end. From coasters bright to jars that gleam.
There you go. How do you like that? Beautiful. Now I'm just gonna take my glue, and I always go right here and right here. Grab a little diamond, any color you choose. I need to get a scribe so I can manipulate them where I want them to go. Why isn't it moving? Oh, there we go. And then right there, I usually put one in the center here. You do them however you please. But since I've done it this way and people buy them and want me to duplicate them, I seem to always do them the same way for everybody. So that's why I always do it the same. Because I don't want to do it different when somebody already had something in mind. What happened here? Let me grab a new one. Isn't that pretty? Of course, blue is gorgeous. One in the center of each of those. Where did I put the glue? There it is. It's so hard to see the glue sometimes, so make sure you remember where you put it. Here, here. And then here. And then two more. And then I will get a backing. So I put a backing on it, and I also put magnets on it. Let me get rid of these. I'm going to grab a backing. These are little pockets that open up to put the photo in. And they are too big, but this is the perfect size. So all I do is cut the three sides and then tape them. And then I will glue it onto the back with E6000 and set something heavy on the back so it can dry properly. And then I'll put, let me grab some tape here. Like that. You won't see the tape because you're only going to see that opening. And I do have to trim the top too. It's just a little too big. Okay, so we're left with the little pocket, and it goes right here. But I'm gonna let those stones dry before I start handling this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to put them back on. So I'll just glue it on the back, and then I'll stick a magnet on each side. But I will do that in a second. I will finish up these few extras in a quick fast forward for you, and get some magnets on the backs of all of these to go with the rest of them that I have for her. And I'll see you in a second for the Happy Mail.
She brings to life each shining dream. Glitz and glitter, watch them dance. In Michelle's hands they find their chance. Resin flows and sparkles play, crafting beauty day by day. Bowls have shimmered blooms that shine, each piece crafted so divine, with silver hues and shades of blue. Her art reflects a vibrant view. Glitz and glitter, watch them dance. In Michelle's hands they find their chance.
They're all done. Here it is, all dried. Magnets on the back. This is glued on. So all you have to do is stick a little picture in there. So that's done. All I did was put magnets on the back of all these. A little bit of silver on these too, but that's about it. So I'm going to add those to the collection that I'm saving. Didn't do anything to this one. Nothing else to the llama. So I'm going to go ahead and empty this table so I can show you everything that she sent to me. So give me just a sec. I'm just going to pull it out as I grab it. There's no order to any of it, but I see a couple things that might be the same. So I've got some little cups for mixing eye candy, which I love. You know I love eye candy. This one's not even open. Kukoyo black pigment paste, Uji green pigment paste. Let's look at that. Oh, look at that. That is pretty. It must be pretty because it's half gone. She must love this color, but you could see the color there. Oh, that's going to be really nice. I can't wait to try that one. We've got some tape for jewelry bezels. We've got, let me see if I can, some clock faces. Awesome. I can always use these. There's 1, 2. I hope the little clips are in here. That's the only thing. Yep, all 3 sets of clips with the 3 clock faces. We need to make some more clocks. I haven't done a clock in a while. Okay, got those. Oh my gosh, I don't know where to put these as I'm going through it. Oh, these are nice. I use these a lot. These are like the 4-ounce ones, the coaster molds, the geode coaster molds. So thank you. I go through those a lot when I use them. And they don't last me that long. We've got a snake mold that I used to have, but it ended up going in one of my mailings with all the molds. So maybe I'll have Don make this real quick before we get rid of this one. Not get rid of it, but I don't make snakes very often. We've got this gecko mold. I haven't made that one yet. That would look cool with that, the way I did those bugs, the bug ones the other day. We've got domino molds. I've been sent these so many times. I have yet to make dominoes, you guys. Oh, this is cute too. Maybe we'll do like a game day. This is a tic-tac-toe mold with the pieces. That's cute. Never had that one before. So maybe we'll do a game day, but I don't know. I could never figure out what to do with the dominoes, so maybe we'll try it. I'll have to search and get some inspiration from you guys. Maybe put on a feed on my Facebook group and let me see what you've done with dominoes. Here's the whole package of the pen molds and the pen inserts. Wow, that's a lot. I have done some of these pens. The only reason I don't do them is because of the flat back. I like round pens. So I don't know, they're okay. Maybe I'll do them again. And then these are nice and shiny. So what you do is you take this little pen thing, you put the tip down into where the tip goes before pouring, and there's this little nub right here on the back. You have to put the back of the pen into there so it doesn't get embedded in the resin. If you fill this with resin and that's not in there, pen will not work. So it has to be done like that if you have the pen molds, or if you plan on getting them, make sure you follow the directions or none of your inks will work. Let me get those back. Wow, there's a lot in here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them. Maybe we'll do a pen video. Are you guys interested in a pen video? I don't know. I have never done one before. Although I've had these molds before. I don't have them anymore. But now that I have them again, maybe we should. We've got a jar. These are the cutest little jars with the lid. Shiny molds. Yep. Still shiny. We've got frog molds. We have a toilet mold. I have one of these. I remember Karen Yanni sent me this a long time ago. So we have another toilet mold. That's so funny. This one is a duck, it says. 1.5 ounce. Oh, it's probably like a little rubber ducky. Cute. Matte mold, but what duck is shiny, right? We have, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the pig mold. That's what I thought. I just got these from someone. So this is the little piggy mold. And we've got this set. This wasn't even open. I took it out of the bag. These are those stacking trays. I love the stacking trays. And this is a much nicer lid than came with mine. So we'll have to do these. I love these. I have like 6 of them in my corner that hold little bits and pieces of things that I don't know where to put anywhere else. This one says, dog, 5 ounces of resin. This looks like a Cocker Spaniel. We'll have to do that one. That looks cute. I see the long ears and the long fur. Another frog mold. Got a few frogs in my collection already. Oh, look at that cute little thing. I think those are that's a Frenchie. In fact, I make a Frenchie mold too, but this one, 2 ounces. Maybe we'll do a dog video. What do we have here? Snowman. Oh, melted snowman. Oh, that's funny. I had never seen that before. That's why it's flat, because he's half melted. 2 ounces. Oh, that's going to go in my Christmas bin for sure. I'm not giving that away. This says sheep, 1.5 ounce. Oh, yeah, I recognize a little fur. I've never seen one that little though. Love the small ones because I can use them more often than not. This is that heart mold. I did have this. I didn't like it much because of all those flowers that didn't come out great. This is more for candles. And we've got a seahorse mold, nice and shiny. That'll be pretty done. Not too much. That'll be a nice extras mold. A lot of these I will be keeping, Marlene. This is a cat, holds 3 ounces, it says. So she put a piece of tape and wrote on them. So that's probably a good idea. So this, let's see. Yep, it's a cat. Fluffy tail, body, head. We've got the tub with the feet, 3 ounces. We have coaster molds. These are the ones with the insert in the center. Oh, that one is. These are all different. So these are the ones that have the lip on the edge. These are very versatile. I'm gonna have to do something with those. I like those kind. Because you don't have to just pour. You have that extra edge to do extra stuff with. Then we have, oh, look at this. How funny. We just did this one. The dragonfly mold. We have another little dog. Same little Frenchie. What is this one? I can't read that anymore. 1 ounce. What could this be? A little snake, maybe? I'm trying to read that. I see little, I don't know. We're gonna have to pour that and see what that is. I'm not giving that away. We've got, oh, look at this. I've never had this before. I'm just sorry that she's giving it up. I just don't see how you're not interested anymore. Maybe you've done it for so long. These are the pumps that go with this mold. So maybe like a soap dispenser or a lotion dispenser. I have never made one of these before. Thank you. I'm definitely making this. I need to leave it with those pumps so I know what they go with. Otherwise, I'm not going to know. But I will get all that put away later. I've got... Oh, I think I have another one of these somebody sent me. I have not got to. It's in my to-do bin. Large dream catcher mold. And here is all the parts that you attach when it's put together. It just takes up a ton of space. I'm not sure. And I've never seen one poured, so I really don't know what to do with it. That's why I haven't done it yet. And she sent me a whole bunch of silicone mixing cups. Little ones for UV resin. And smaller ones for a couple ounces. Oops. Get these little ones out. Here's some other sizes with 100 milliliter size. And then another one of those. And then this one here, which is 8 ounces. Then we have a whole bag full of different color micas. Let me see what we got in here. Blue Pearl Dry. Oh, these are the same brand that I got in Happy Mail once. Soapy makeup. Oh, maybe she was making soaps. So we got some pinks, pearl, black. Yeah, this is, oh, there's the haze I was just talking about. I was almost out of it. How funny is that? This is the exact same kit that was sent to me. And they're very pretty. All of them are really pretty. They're just really tiny bags. Oh yeah, look at that. Cool. Excited. Aquamarine. Black Sea. I haven't done that one yet. Stone Papaya. Ooh, that looks pretty. I haven't done that yet. Here's another mold. A little butterfly. Let me see. Oh, 2 butterflies. Those are good for extras. And last, but certainly not least, we have a big container of colorings. Let me see, what are these? Are these pigments? 12 colors glow-in-the-dark powders. Oh, interesting. I've never seen these before. These are powders. And they're all full. So it says green and yellow, even though it looks orange. Sky blue, cyan, dark purple. I could have used this today. Light blue, dark blue, lime, orange yellow. I'm running out of hand space here. Pink. And then we've got rose red and grass green. Wow. Marlene, you are so generous to think of me. And to be honest with you, and all of you out there in eBay land, I don't think you're getting your hands on any of this stuff anytime soon because I don't have any of it anymore. I think I have the toilet and I have the frogs. So other than that, none of this is duplicates other than mixing cups, but I could always use those. I could use the clock faces. I could use all of this. All of it is not going to go to waste, Marlene. So thank you so much. I hope you don't stop watching. You can continue to watch even if you don't want to make it. Thank you so much. I will see everyone tomorrow. Make sure you come back for the unboxing of the Into Resin molds. Stick around for the pictures at the end. I will show you the glow-in-the-dark llama and everything else we finished today. So guys, have a blessed day. I will see you then. Bye everyone.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes, a radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Sparkly streams, her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace, in her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. She sprinkles joy like morning dew, in every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace, in her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in